we got the Slushy Noobz with the Draw My Life, the 100k special of them back then. And this video was recommended by my beloved Udyzyz enjoyers Bunny Am and Somi. And I want to say thank you, Somi, and thank you, Bunny Am, for recommending this video and this reaction, especially for you, Somi, and especially for you, Bunny Am, because you wished for it, but it's obviously also for every single one of my beloved Udyzyz enjoyers out there, just that you know. And it's time. Let's hop into some real reactions, because I know that that's what you're all here for. So let's check this out, bro. When they celebrate their 100k, and they're about to hit the 1 million at the moment. Interesting, right? 1 year ago. Cool. Let's check this out. A lot of information about them.
Ladies and slushies.
Can you believe? Well, slushies, ladies can be slushies too, Martin. You see how you separate it?
Oh, so with a relaxing meditation music here.
Dang it. Okay, sorry. Let me restart.
Is this how their Slushy Noobz logo was created from this video? And they said, hey, that looks cool. We want to have this as a logo. Or was this already established before the 100k special here?
Slushies and slushettes.
Oh, wow.
But maybe slushies are gender neutral. Anyways, guys, this is a Slushy Noobz 100k special.
Woo! And you know we had to hit him with the classic Draw My Life, because
the Draw My Life is a longer time ago. I think that was 10 years ago. It was pretty much a hype, right, on YouTube. But Slushy Noobz, wait, they make it trendy again.
Some of you aren't well read in the lore.
Who did it? Who did it first?
Captain Sparkles, I
Fish in the corner, or Carl?
think. I don't even know.
No.
Look at Carl in the
Captain Sparkles, I don't know.
corner. Oh, you barely
Wait,
caught him.
what?
He was in the corner. You should have said, oh, lives.
Draw our lives
as friends.
As friends, because it sounded a little bit
Too close.
homoerotic, and we're trying to avoid that.
That's
because
not.
queer baiting. We saw you guys spam us in the comments with queer baiting. We're trying to avoid that.
We are. Nothing wrong with those of you who are.
We're at 100,000 subscribers. We're trying to avoid getting canceled for anything that.
What does queer baiting mean in this context? What is Slushy Noobz?
We can.
Wow, a lot of white space here. I think we're just coming up with the ideas.
What are we trying to draw? Because I came prepared with notes. Hamzah didn't.
Well, I know my life. I don't have to write notes about my life.
I did so much in my life. That's why I wrote all these notes.
So I'm drawing the country of Yemen, which is the country I was born. And I was born in the city of Sana'a, Yemen. And actually, my grandfather's living room, it was a home birth. What about you, Martin? What's going on your side?
Well,
what is
obviously,
that?
you can see a man playing guitar serenading
guitar.
another woman, and that's actually my dad serenading my mom.
Oh, wow. Okay, that was a musician.
Oh, fantastic.
They actually met in the country of Germany. I'm going to draw the flag later. I think I just forgot to draw it, but they met in Germany.
Okay.
But on a vacation, or they were born and raised both in Germany and they moved to Canada?
And you had a little long hair when you were born? Is that you?
Well, actually... Oh. Is it a little graphic what I draw?
That's a lot. I
Okay.
wasn't looking at your side when that happened. As you can see, I was born in Yemen, and then we came to the USA.
Why does the USA look like a tooth? Why does it look like a tooth with a cavity on it?
All right. And why does your mom's pregnancy look like a freaking tumor?
Well,
those are all
because I was
oh, and then I went to Oklahoma on my side, so you have to keep watching.
You went to
this side.
Oklahoma?
I went
thought
there.
You were in Chicago.
No, I went to Oklahoma for a few years. My dad got a degree there.
Okay, well
I went there. Those are all
because I was.
oh, and then I went to
I want to get both information on both sides.
Oklahoma on my side, so you have to keep watching.
You went
this
to
side.
Oklahoma?
I went there.
Well,
All right, and why does your mom's pregnancy look like a freaking tumor? Those are all
because I was.
oh, and then I went to Oklahoma on my side, so you have to keep watching.
You went
this
to
side.
Oklahoma?
I went
thought
there.
You were in Chicago.
No, I went to Oklahoma for a few years. My dad got a degree there.
Okay.
Oh, all right. He's I've only heard him now talking about his dad twice. The one Discord reaction we made when this happened with the when he got deported. But maybe also gonna talk a little bit about his mom here, right? So does Martin have German blood then? Like his parents are German and they just moved to Canada? Or they were both Canadian, and then whatever, they were at the same time having a vacation in Germany, and then they met and they say, hey, we're both from Canada, eh? Let's keep dating in Canada.
Well, look, I was born in Canada, see, and look, I was actually kind of a big baby.
Oh yeah, you still are a pretty big baby.
And there's a German flag, black, white, black.
Oh, thank you. You put Germany. That helps clarify it. And yeah, I had an older sister that was born in Yemen as well. and my dad got a scholarship.
You would
for
be
school.
someone with a sister.
And Alice says in the Twitch chat, Martin is Croatian but Canadian. Okay, and what is the backstory with Germany then, with his parents?
I knew it.
I was born in Yemen as well. And that helps clarify it. And yeah, I had an older sister that was born in Yemen as well.
Okay.
And my dad got a
Older
scholarship.
sister.
You
for
would be
school.
someone with a sister. I knew it.
I've
there has to
told
be some
you.
kind of woman in your family.
I have two sisters.
Two
and
sisters,
two brothers,
no,
as you'll
Just
find.
radiate that energy.
2 brothers, 2 sisters. And you guys got... I think Alice was also that he's the oldest brother, right? Something like this.
Sister energy. It's powerful energy.
Big brother energy.
Now, what are we writing here?
What? Also Edmonton, Canada? Where the Caligari sisters are from?
Tusa?
What? Wait, it was a typo. I messed it up. Wait, hang on. Look.
You were born somewhere.
Tulsa.
I was born in Edmonton, Canada, actually. So that's why I didn't clarify in the last slide, but I was born in Edmonton, Canada. And look, and this is us moving into some sort of welfare housing. My parents had to do chores in the building to live there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Some
Alright.
sort of welfare housing. My parents had to do chores in the building to live there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And your father had a job. What was it? Did you draw it?
I didn't draw it, but he did work as a dishwasher at a strip club.
And maybe he...
Wow, okay. Wow, bro. This definitely have to say also we have obviously Hamzah's story, right? And from born in Yemen and like born in the living room of his uncle, it was, or whatever, or grandpa, whatever it was. But yeah, home birth and whatnot, and all his sisters and whatnot, and talking about his brothers and all that. But also he would add, with Martin's dad, right? He has Croatian blood. Is living in Canada. His parents met in Germany while his dad was serenading his mom, and they were living in welfare housing as his dad was a dishwasher at a strip club, right? That's a mouthful, bro. Wow. And we got Chai in the live stream chat on Twitch. It's a pleasure to have you, Chai. Let me know your pronouns. Matter of fact, Chai, I can address you right way, help out big time. And Chai's asking, can you react to Alien Stage? It's K-pop. It's like a band or something? Feel free to recommend good Chai. In YouTube comments, Instagram DM, Twitter DM, or Discord server of the show. In the chat, won't do much. Appreciate your input.
He got some free shows even. He got to take a peek.
At a strip club?
And maybe he got some free shows even. He got to take a peek.
No, it was attached to the strip club.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it was a shared thing.
Oh, boo.
What is this? Your mom giving birth to like
More
bunch of
kids.
people?
More kids are coming out in Oklahoma. I think there's one or I drew 2, but then I remembered there was only 1, so now we're at 3.
Okay, his baptism, probably.
Damn.
I drew 2, but then I remembered there was only 1, so more kids are coming
Oh no, he said it was a Catholic school, he said, right? In one video.
out in Oklahoma. I think there's one.
This, your mom giving birth to like
More
bunch of
kids.
people?
More kids are coming out in Oklahoma. I think there's one or I drew 2, but then I remembered there was only 1, so now we're at 3.
Okay, so Martin and the second oldest sibling were born in Yemen. Then they moved to Oklahoma, and then the USA obviously has other 3 siblings who were born on American ground.
Damn.
You getting surrounded by smiley friends.
These are Polish nuns.
I know that's in
Polish
Portland.
nuns.
I went to a daycare and it was all Polish nuns, and it was actually really scary. I think it gave me religious trauma slightly.
Okay, and my dad went to school in Tulsa, I believe. It was somewhere in Oklahoma, and then he went to Chase Moore School in Illinois.
Freaking educate. We love educated people.
Oh yeah, he always was an educated man, and you could see that passed through.
Guys, following Hamzah's dad's footsteps. Go
Yeah.
to school. Go to school. It's
Yeah.
so awesome.
And get a beard that connects. That's also one of his tenets.
Go to Tusa. Go to Tusa.
Tulsa. I think it's Tulsa. I don't know. It was a town in Oklahoma. We're thinking.
This is so funny. We're doing like a commentary.
I think with relaxing music in the background, it's not at all distracting or whatever, right? It's really just not really adding. It's chill while they're having their fun talking, and it's not like they're a separate recorded mics, right? It's not right they're really writing it, right? It's a separate mic. It sounds like studio type of. But yes, it's giving relaxing vibes, and you learn something. It's cool, bro.
We're like
Learning about them as a person.
plotting. You guys don't understand how hard.
You weren't ready. You didn't know what was going on in your life.
It's so hard to do these.
You know what I was doing? I was telling you what I did in my life, and you're like, oh, okay, I can do that too.
Yeah, I think you had a pet that died, and
But wait a second, you see their shadows moving on the whiteboard.
then
bro.
I made up a pet that died too.
I feel like you're definitely making up your life.
Man,
Yeah,
is it a bathroom break? What's going on here?
But wait, no. Yeah, they recorded it while they were drawing it, and then they were watching it probably, and then speaking it into the mic what they saw and what they wanted to explain. Yeah.
Here we go. We're
Okay.
finally getting started. Drawing my mom and
It's voiceover.
my dad again. What are they
Oh.
gonna do here?
Spiky hair.
Moving. I'm moving.
Oh, okay. In age 5.
Oh,
What kind
And
of
look, notice how my mom's pregnant. Who's in there? My little brother. Most of you didn't know that.
Thomas, breastfed version of Martin, hydrated version of Martin, aka Captain Canada.
I had a little brother.
Tom
Everyone who was there for the Discord reactions knows what I'm talking about on the Discord server of the show.
is Thomas.
Thomas.
We like Thomas. Kindergarten. I forgot the N in the end of there. And then
A go to K8. Oh my god.
Hamzah is, yeah, erasing a lot, bro. Martin is just, got everything in check.
Well, I was just writing what I was doing, and I realized I'm supposed to draw what I'm doing. So
Yeah.
I went to a K through 8 school, kindergarten through 8th grade, in Makanda, Illinois. It's where actually the solar eclipse will be happening here soon, so you guys should go visit. And you went to church, or wait,
Well,
what am I drawing?
okay, so first I moved to a townhouse and
Oh, and then I broke my arm. You see
okay,
that?
okay, that's awesome. And then what I did is I actually went to a French Catholic school because you can see she says bonjour, which basically means what's up and
love
welcome to the school.
And you were familiar with that. So I broke my leg. This is a time where I broke a lot of bones.
What? He said arm before. Is it arm or leg that he broke, or both maybe?
And then that's supposed to be a frog. That is supposed to be a frog.
That's the freaking bean.
That's supposed to be a frog, but it's a frog. My teacher gave me it when I was a very young boy, kindergarten, and we went on a road trip with it across the country, and it died in the car, and I just kept it dead, and it just started smelling in the back of the car.
I almost
Ooh.
died by freaking putting my tongue on a freezing pole.
Classic Canadian lore.
Oh, bro, the tongue on the pole.
I don't know why I did this. I was a stupid kid. I don't know. I didn't understand things. I had a bird that died at age 5, and I thought I was gonna die when I was 5 years old. So
Okay.
I started freaking out. I had like.
Hurry, man! I have to say my part.
What happened? What happened?
There's
Plus one?
another plus
Pregnancy
one.
plus one.
Yeah, another child was born. Who was that chicken that died?
That's my bird, Minnie.
Oh, Minnie.
Yeah.
Minnie.
Minnie.
I don't even know.
It's these that are long. It's the transitions in between that are long, and then the actual drawing. We didn't let it sit
What's
for
the
long enough.
shadow now? Who is standing? Somebody.
Guys,
got
this
up.
is important though. This video is actually really important because it gives you a lore. A lot of people just recently subscribed to the channel. That's how we hit 100,000. New people, new eyes. You get to learn
Exactly.
about.
When did they hit 100K? After what time? Right, they started a channel or whatever, 1 year ago approximately. And after what time? Whatever, a month or I don't know. They hit the 100K.
So we're giving you a little bit of an inside look on how it's made.
And what was their very first video, bro? It would be also interesting to know, right? What was the very first video that Hamzah and Martin did together on the Slushy Noobz channel, bro?
If you ever see that show, it's
How they decided to open up this channel,
how
right?
we were made.
How are the best YouTubers in the entire world made?
So my dad is studying, he's chasing.
Your dad's beard is crazy.
Well, that's what it used to be like. I used studying, and I was just doing cartwheels. I was being crazy as a kid. I was a menace.
Okay, while you were doing car wheels, I was just landing in Ottawa. You can see him drawing the Parliament.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Looks like Disneyland. And then someone divorced. What's going on? Oh
All
yeah.
those ads, dude. Which freaking girl falls in the pit?
No, my friend moved away, and we buried a turtle because it was alive while we buried it, and we said when we meet each other, the shell will still be there, so proof
Aw.
that time passed. My friend moved away, and we buried a turtle because it was alive while we buried it, and we said when we meet each other, the shell will still be there.
They buried a turtle alive? Bro, what would be the reason for that?
So proof
Aw.
that time passed.
Okay.
And then that is, I always wanted to be an inventor, so I would always invent things. I remember I saw the Iron Man commercial. My parents wouldn't let me watch it, but I loved the commercial, and I always wanted to be like him.
This has got those rocket boots on. I was playing Rock Band with my little brother at the time, but I would never connect his controller because
Never the OG trick, bro. OG move for the little brother. Bro. This was, I don't know, bro. Just this, or whatever, when you were playing a beat 'em up game, right? For them it was Rock Band or whatever. But it's like this, one of the OGs was also when you were playing a beat 'em up game, right? With a Tekken or whatever, Street Fighter. You just some sort of whatever. Put in the controller just a little bit in that it seems like it's stuck in, but not fully, that it's not connected. And then you're playing right into the little brother, whatever you get all this, whatever you're playing with, who you're playing with. Like, oh, and you got just this robot, this NPC fighting against you, like, whoa, and the little sister brother does not getting it, right? Whoa, it's me, bro. Oh, bro, that's such an OG move, bro.
Make me lose the game, so I had to figure out a way to make him think that he would never connect his controller because he just would make me lose the game. So I had to figure out a way to make him think
no. Because he was not good enough for the Rock Band, right?
Think that he was playing. But I think he figured out he was 4. I think you can figure that out at age 4. And then he would help me record little videos.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and against his will, because I was always an entertainer at heart.
And that's the floor plan of the apartment that
What is Thomas doing? Like his career path?
I lived
Oh
in.
my God, how do you even remember?
I don't know. That's the floor plan of the apartment that I lived in.
Oh my God, how do you even remember?
I don't know. I just got inspired. You're gonna see more floor plans, but that's the student housing I lived in for the first about 15 years of my life.
Oh my God, Rusty. This is my guinea pig that I really love.
That's an armadillo.
No, dude, it's a... Really? No, it was a guinea pig, I swear. And then actually I had to bury him illegally somewhere in like a dump.
Why are you're copying my story? It's
no,
obvious.
I had to because my dad, he actually put Rusty outside in like 33-degree weather, which is really hot for people who live in America. And I think he died of heat exhaustion, or he died by getting stung by a wasp.
Wow. And I also like to do a lot of parkour in the top right. You missed it. Wow.
What? Okay,
and I also
the
like to do a lot of
parkour.
parkour in the top right. You missed it. I was doing I like to do a lot of flips.
Splits? Did you ever do the splits?
Never the splits. It was all unsuccessful. I remember I had a checklist of like skills I wanted to do, and the first one was cartwheel, and that was the only one I checked off.
Would you want to do the splits at one point? You should.
I'd rather do like a front flip or a back flip. That's more functional, I feel like.
Okay. I'm going on vacation here. I used to visit family in Croatia a lot when I was little.
That's supposed to be Mickey Mouse on my side. I was always really stressed out and worried because my parents would tell me we were leaving the country, getting deported back to Yemen. So they would always take us on these round trip vacations, like, all right, see America before you go. And they'd take me like...
Yeah, kind of get it in while you still can.
Yeah, it was always that vibe. It was always like a last minute thing.
That's good though. Keeps you on your toes, keeps you grateful.
Yeah, it keeps me grateful. That's one way to put it.
Here, what happened here was actually brutal. I sat on the handlebars with my cousin while we were riding a bike, and then we went and crashed into...
Oh, maybe this is older cousin. It was also his mentor he talked about, right? In the 420 special mukbang.
Some people's backyard.
Oh no.
Cousin while we were riding a bike, and then we went and crashed into some people's backyard.
Oh no.
While they were having...
Wait, okay, but this happened in Croatia. His cousin in Croatia was this? Because he was allowed in Croatia when he drew this up there? Or was it with his cousin in America?
That's good though. Keeps you on your toes, keeps you grateful.
Yeah, it keeps me grateful. That's one way to put it.
Here, what happened here was actually brutal. I sat on the handlebars with my cousin while we were riding a bike, and then we went and crashed into some people's backyard.
Oh no.
While they were having soup.
Wow.
We knocked everything over, and I bruised myself, but I actually had to put on a smile and pretend like nothing happened because my parents would have beat me up anyways if I came home and said I'd gotten a crash.
And that's a consistent theme. A lot of life, when you grow up, you fake a smile. Yeah. And then I found my first cat. It was a stray cat, but I was always feed it, named Brownie.
Hamzah had a lot of pets, bro. He had the frog, the turtle, the stray cat. And then Martin had the guinea pig.
Eat a lot of bugs during this time. I was very happy. I was truly a brownie. I used to eat a lot of bugs during this time. I was very happy. I was truly a child, just eating bugs, doing cartwheels. I'm very grateful for my childhood. It was a very like outdoor childhood. Come home when the...
Maybe also gonna talk about this one time where he was on, I don't know, dating apps on the internet and whatever, like catfishing old dudes, saying he's a young girl or something because he wanted some attention, bro. Do you remember this? Was it at the slumber party, bro? International Women's Day? I don't know. Hamzah said this in one video. He was flirting with adults online while he was, I don't know, 11 or 12 or something, 13, I don't know. Because he wanted someone to listen to him and some attention or whatever, bro. Oh, boy.
Lights are out, every day.
What I drew in the corner there, you guys missed it. I used to just go on road trips with my parents.
I'm glad you got that in, man.
Yeah, well, just like you got to go see the U.S. I had to as well. Road trip
out,
okay,
every day.
Oh, what I drew in the corner there, you guys missed it. I used to just go on road trips with my parents.
So I'm glad you got that in, man.
Yeah, well, just like you got to go see the U.S. I had to as well. It can't be different. Well, we were pretty much the same person.
Okay.
Twin.
You know what I realized when I was doing this? There's a 4-year gap.
Oh yeah, there is a 4-year gap, and I think we were trying to stay at the same age, but that's just impossible.
Yeah.
I think there was one slide where we were like,
Whoa. Like the COVID time, it was like...
yeah.
So that is me when I got my first attention for climbing the stalls in about 3rd grade.
Looking at other people on the other side.
There was no one in it, as far as I remember. I was just climbing, and then a janitor saw me and yelled at me. But
Okay,
I used
that's
to
me
get...
in middle school. I don't know what age you were here, but that's me in middle school, entertaining everyone in the class.
Oh, class clown.
Yeah, I was class clown. I was.
Okay. And I was gaining weight.
Oh.
Okay, okay. I think he talked about, right, that he had a little bit more weight going on in this, whatever, childhood, he said. Yes, at some point, like Hamzah. And we got Salma in the live stream chat on Twitch. It's a pleasure to have you, Salma.
Oh no.
Yeah. So this is whenever I... You know what happened? I used to watch Dragon Ball Z, and Goku used to eat so much, and I thought...
He wanted to be Goku, bro. He wanted to train hard, but maybe, yeah, he made it the hard training part he was missing.
If I eat like Goku, I'll get strong.
Dang it. Freaking Dragon Ball.
Yeah. And then I got my first girlfriend
Dragon Ball makes kids overweight. No, bro.
right there, and that's literally how I got her, with that paper. Yeah. And then I got my first girlfriend right there, and that's literally how I got her, with that paper. Do you like me, yes or no?
Oh my gosh, and she looked at you and saw freaking...
Okay, maybe, I don't know, elementary school type of...
I never looked at her
3rd grade, he said, right? Never said
in
that.
the eyes in the course of our
saw
8-month
that freaking
relationship.
drawing. She saw you like looking over at her all big and...
Yeah. Plump guys can get action too. I was a very...
I think that's what they wanted at that age, is someone who... Because that makes you look old.
The dad bod was also prevailing back then.
Security, yeah. And I used to go to the science fair. I was a very science fair kid, very American experience, very used to study, do little experiments for my project, and then never win any medals.
No, that's not a joint in my mouth, guys. I know you guys are really concerned. Was I
Trumpet.
smoking weed in middle school? No. This is actually a trumpet.
Okay.
I was a band kid.
Oh,
And I was really bad, though. My mom hated me because I had to practice at home.
she hated you.
Yeah.
And then I built my first computer in 8th grade, and that began my love for the computer.
Wow, building his own computer in 8th grade. Wow.
That's an ancient computer.
Bro, I haven't built a single computer in my life, bro.
8th grade, and that began my love for the computer.
That's an ancient computer, man.
It's
Why was it bigger than the actual?
it's still in use now. My little brother uses it ever
is he
since
playing on
9th
it?
grade. Overwatch.
Overwatch?
Yeah.
Where he was able to play Overwatch on that. Or no, his little brother is playing Overwatch on this computer.
That's an ancient computer, man.
It's
Why was it bigger than the actual?
It's still in use now. My little brother uses it ever
is he
since
playing on
9th
it?
grade. Overwatch.
Overwatch?
Yeah. It was good. It was at a 1060 in it. And a 4690K for those of you.
English, please.
Okay. And then here we go. We're drawing more. Martin's.
My arm is freaking hairy. Holy freaking.
It only shows up on
vein
video.
too. Jeez.
Oh no.
What am I wearing here? Oh man.
I was a very.
Speedo. Water polo age started.
Oh, he was playing water polo, right?
So you were a water polo kid.
I was a bench
That's where the spear comes from.
warmer. I didn't really get much time in the water, but when I did, trust me, I served.
Okay, go team. Very loose underwear you had on there.
It was bigger. I was skinny. I was very, very skinny, so I any size of Speedo would just slip off of me.
Okay. I was a very short kid. I was 5'2" when I got to school. I was like that till about 10th grade. Tried out for the tennis team, didn't make it. Used to sit alone at lunch.
What?
I was a very short kid. I was 5'2" when I got to school. I was like that till about 10th grade.
Well, he's talking about 1st grade, even elementary school? 5'2", and till 10th grade? Maybe he was a late bloomer, right?
Tried out for the tennis team, didn't make it. Used to sit alone at lunch with these kids who smelled awful and played Clash Royale, but that was the experience. That was probably me. I probably smelled awful.
Yeah, I did drama class. I just erased it, but I did drama class, and they wanted me in the play, but I said,
Oh, well, Martin did a lot, right? A lot of clubs. Was a band kid, drama club, then also the water polo.
no, because that's for losers. I thought I was cool, you know, so erased it, but I did drama class and they wanted me in the play, but I said no because that's for losers.
Oh man, that could have been a cool experience for him.
Thought I was cool, you know, so I want to fit in the cool kids and they didn't go to
Oh
play.
no!
I know, I could have been a freaking theater kid like Jacob
Yeah.
Elordi or something.
That's a part of your life we'll never know you experience.
Alternate
Never say never.
universe.
Well, there's still time to experience it, bro. The dream only dies at the moment that you die, right? As long as you live, you can make this dream come true, bro. Your dreams only die with you if you took your last breath. So there's still time, bro.
And I gamed all the time, day and night.
Oh no!
I know, I could have been a freaking theater kid like Jacob Elordi or something.
That's a part of your life we'll never know you experience.
Alternate universe. And I gamed all the time, day and night.
I think I might draw one here too. But I used to smell bad. I used to buy and sell Supreme and put it on sometimes.
Real Supreme, not dupes.
No, to buy and sell.
Night.
I think I might draw one here too. But I used to smell bad. I used to buy and sell Supreme
Okay, it was like a reseller for Supreme.
and put it on sometimes.
Real Supreme, not dupes.
No, real. I was a buy and resell. I used to make people laugh, farting in class. But it was all out of insecurity, man. I used to wear those Adidas track pants, those soccer pants. And you were over here getting subscribers. What's going on? You had another channel? Dude?
I had
What's
another
going on?
channel. It was a collab channel with one of my friends in middle school, and we had
Okay, Martin was back then also a team player. When
One
it came
subscribe-
to YouTube.
subscriber. So I'm sorry. Channel. It was a collab channel with one of my friends in middle school, and we had one subscriber. So I'm sorry, dude.
Wow. That's how I found out. I was so zoned in
But
on
I'm
my
saying
side.
if this
Hamzah thought he was the first one.
goes bad, if this video doesn't do well and doesn't get enough likes, I'm gonna go back to that other channel.
Comments and subscriptions, yeah, that would be good as well. So now you're drawing deli. Oh, man. Like
this
Ice
is where it
Spice.
all freaking began. And
No,
no,
made his first job.
that's not Ice Spice. That's me with a hairnet.
Oh, okay.
I will draw Ice Spice in a second here. Just stay tuned.
How do you like your meat? That's a question you'd ask many people.
Huh?
I got 10.75 an hour.
So
That's Ice Spice. There we go. I'm kind of trying to accurately kind of draw. Anyways,
okay. And a core memory for me was the solar eclipse 2017. I was selling pastries outside of my dad's restaurant because the population
Oh, they had a restaurant. Like traditional Yemen food, maybe.
had tripled. So I didn't even get to see the eclipse. I was too busy packing baklava, if you know what's going on with that.
baklava.
Eclipse restaurant because the population had tripled. So I didn't even get to see the eclipse. I was too busy packing baklava, if you know what's going on with that.
Baklava. Oh, dude. I actually worked at a what's it called? A prescriptions office, a pharmacy.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
No foul play or anything?
No foul play, but it scared me. I didn't really like it because I could see how easily people could mess up other people's
Oh.
drugs.
And that you're kind of a hypochondriac now. Maybe start from there.
Yeah.
I used to buy and sell Yeezys and Supreme, and then I bought.
did too.
Wow, really is reseller.
Ew,
yeah.
I should have put that in.
Well, don't copy me now. And I used that money to buy a motorcycle.
What?
And I'm a speed run a lot of lore here, but then I got deported and arrested in Canada, and then I came up.
Okay,
here.
my dog died.
Bro, he made enough money to buy a motorcycle.
And I got deported and arrested in Canada, and then I came up.
Okay,
here.
my dog died.
Okay.
Right.
Weird flex, bro.
I tried to shove that in there. But
More.
Okay, no. Just one A. Also, have the story of his life to tell you.
It's not a contest.
it is though. That's why we divided it up so then people could kind of compare
Damn
who
it.
had a harder life, who had because that's what's in right now is comparing who had a harder upbringing, who came from the trenches, who really came from the trenches.
Who really did? So you decide. You're getting
So you
deported.
got deported or my dog died, dude.
Close. Maybe in the comments we'll see who will outshine the other. But I crossed the border in Montreal. Is that right, MTL?
Yep, that's how do you remember that?
It's a core memory for me. And then I went to Calgary. That's my parents let me choose what city we go to.
Welcome to Canada.
But for how long was he held? In jail, right? When he was arrested. Really also interesting to know, right? And also the process that they then just, get the permission to stay there and all that, right?
Man.
And I came. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. And you're.
Yep, that's how do you remember that?
It's a core memory for me. And then I went to Calgary. That's my parents let me choose what city we go to.
Welcome to Canada, man.
And I came. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. And you were over here doing math like a loser.
I got accepted into freaking university for math and computer science, guys. That's right.
Oh, wow. He also went into computer science here, bro. Maybe it would have also been something for Hamzah, right? Building his own PC. At eighth grade.
I'm not actually an idiot. A lot of people think I'm not smart, but I did go to school.
And I was dancing on TikTok, just doing little fun dances because
2020.
I had no friends, and I graduated online. COVID, many of you experienced this, and I just spent.
Oh, so wait a second. The 4 Freak Show. Did this happen in America? When he was still in America, or when he was in Canada? With the 4 Freak Show. Because you guys told me that 4 Freak Show was some sort of formed by Chase, Haley, Claire, and Hamzah having their own whatever internet persona already, right? As TikTokers or whatever, and then they decided to team up for the 4 Freak Show YouTube channel. So maybe it was already in Canada. Alright, he was already there, deported at that time. This whole thing, also this really early beginnings of YouTube and TikTok, whatever, social media, were in Canada, alright.
And all my time online, and a combination of I had no friends, and I graduated online. COVID, many of you experienced this, and I just spent all my time online, and a combination of school, COVID minus Freak Show equaled what the hell am I doing with my life?
What does that say in the
Okay, when the 4 Freak Show was gone out of his life, maybe.
COVID minus Freak Show equaled.
Oh no, maybe the 4 Freak Show already happened in America, then he was deported, friends are gone. In Canada, he just started dancing on TikTok because he had no friends. And then he said school, COVID, and 4 Freak Show gone. What is he doing with his life? Was this also the reason why they broke up with the 4 Freak Show? Because Hamzah was deported and they weren't able really to do this anymore, really together?
What the hell am I doing? School and all my time online, and a combination.
Samuel says in the Twitch chat, yeah, he was already in Canada for that. Okay, no, so okay, he went to Canada and then TikTok dancing, then 4 Freak Show happened and all that. Okay.
Nation of school, COVID minus Freak Show equaled what the hell am I doing with my life?
What does that say in the left there? Can you read that?
Varsity.
I was a varsity athlete.
Congrats.
So again, coming up from the trenches, we're trying to showcase. Whoa, wait, what are you drawing here?
Thumbs up Toronto, thumbs down Calgary. I made the big move. I said, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to do it fully.
Whoa, big risk taker.
Big risk. And we'll see if it paid off, guys. Stay tuned because it's going to.
Okay. So, oh, interesting. A lot of questions are answered here. I also was wondering, hey, when Hamzah was deported, was his family still in America? What is it? So, okay, his whole family went to Calgary because he chose it as a kid. Family is still there. At that point, then Hamzah said, hey, I want to reinvent myself, and said, I'm going to the big city, Toronto. His family stayed in Calgary. All right.
Gonna get crazy.
What happens in Toronto?
Well,
stays in Toronto.
Let's draw it out for those of you who want to know. We take a little breather.
Suspense, yeah. We're trying to build the suspense up here. And what am I gonna draw? I'm curious.
Me too. Oh, you were working out? No, you weren't.
I was. Yes, this is my COVID time because I tried to catch up to you, give you time to catch. You know what I mean?
Oh, so you were kind of bored and you were working out.
Yeah, I was just doing school, playing video games, and working out. That was my COVID.
When I got to Toronto, I gave a realtor $15,000. That's the only way anyone would let me live somewhere. It was like 8 months up front.
Wow. Okay.
And
I got a girlfriend. But it wasn't freaking Mandy, dude.
What the hell?
I know, I had a...
Hey, bro.
Why would you draw that?
I was really sad because it was my first relationship ever, but... Hey, they always come and go, man. That's what women do.
My brain, my knowledge, I was losing brain cells. I was losing money. My weight was gaining. I learned a lot about myself during this time in isolation. All by myself. You could see me in that little box.
Curled up in the corner like freaking...
Pretty much. And then you, so excited about 50K, bragging on the other side of the world.
I was telling...
Okay. At the same time, Martin succeeding. Hamzah some sort of, going into his darkness. But maybe finds his light there. And RF is back on YouTube. Welcome back, RF. And she says, what is this? It's Draw My Life for this Slushy Noobz. And she's drawing right now, so he might not talk much. Totally fine, RF.
Telling everyone I was famous.
And so excited about 50K, bragging on the other side of the world.
I was telling everyone I was famous.
And
actually, I went to my local bar at one point, and someone recognized me from one TikTok that I had, and it got to my head.
I know. You seem like the guy that would happen, so...
And then look, who also recognized me digitally. You did.
Oh, and then...
This is you. We texted each other. You DM'd me.
And I had started out a character around this time. I had a few episodes.
Oh, Out of Character podcast was a solo project in the beginning for Hamzah? Alright.
I mean, digitally, you did.
Oh, and then
This is you. We texted each other. You DM'd me.
and I had started Out of Character around this time. I had a few episodes.
I remember that.
I was interviewing.
Polo Boy announced his child on your podcast.
Who?
You DM'd me.
What boy?
And I had started Out of Character around this time. I had a few episodes.
I remember that.
I was interviewing.
Polo Boy announced his
Polo Boy.
child on your podcast.
I interviewed like EXO Brooklyn, some controversial people, lots of controversial people.
So he invited them over to his podcast and they joined in as guests.
But that's what it was, is you wanted to see if they were really who they were.
Yeah, I was just curious, just using my platform for good.
And then I moved out into downtown Ottawa. Big city moves with two friends.
That's
Okay.
exciting.
Roommates?
And I moved in with a roommate named Aaron Hall, and that's the floor plans of our crib. It was way up in a skyscraper, very new to me, but I didn't really love it.
And here we go.
Had a good view of Toronto then.
I met Mandy actually while I was living in downtown Ottawa. And I said I love you pretty goddamn fast. If I do say so
It's
myself.
a red flag.
No, it just means I knew what I wanted. And while you were busy, what was it, SPC? What does that even stand for?
I started company management. I tried to learn coding. It sucked. It was so hard.
No, it just means I knew what I wanted. And while you were busy, what was it, SPC? What does that even stand for?
I started company management. I tried to learn coding. It sucked. It was so hard. I had a
Okay, maybe he was really trying to reinvent himself. Maybe even also had to find a new source of income, maybe, right? Since the For Free Show wasn't wasn't there anymore. How is it with the For Free Show since the YouTube channel is still up? And obviously still making revenue through this. Do they all still share it equally? Because Udyzyz told me that definitely Hamzah has nothing to do anymore with Haley. I don't know what Udyzyz were not that clear, or I can't recall it clearly. What it was with Chase and Claire, their relationship to Haley, but maybe they're all not talking anymore, right? With Haley, but I don't know if now a lawyer is doing the money stuff of separating, right, of the revenue of the For Free Show. They're still obviously going since it's still on YouTube.
roommate. He dipped, and I bought a car. So I was a busy bee, and I convinced you to move to freaking Toronto, as you can see on your side.
Is that the Space Needle from Seattle?
You drew it, so tell us what it is.
It's the frickin' CN Tower. I had to come see my boy, and I was
So you'd
hanging out
visit
with
often.
you.
Oh, you
Yeah.
didn't move yet here. You're
No,
just
no, no.
visiting a
Actually,
lot.
no. Wait.
No,
Is this one?
no,
Oh
you
no,
didn't.
this one. Here we go.
Spoilers.
This is the big.
Holy
dang
cow!
It. We spoil it?
Spoilers. Spoiling our life.
No, you
Damn it.
convinced me to come out there and check out the big city, and and I was like, wow, I really like this place. What if I just moved? I had this idea.
Oh, the line disappeared.
Oh, Slushy Noobz connect. Hey. Alright, interesting, bro. Cool. Yeah. They provide a lot about their past and all that. A lot of it, yeah. Definitely some questions are answered now for me.
Oh my god, that's the formation of the Slushy Noobz. That's what it must mean. We would record stuff, long distance here and there.
We were in a long distance relationship.
Yeah, but it wouldn't suffice. We said we need to be up close and personal. And someone proposed? What's going on?
Well, I
Someone
said
yes.
Slushy Noobz, and you said yes.
Oh, so you're taking credit for the creation of it.
Well, I did say, hey, do you want to do a channel together? And
But
you
I
said, yeah.
but I was really enthusiastic.
Okay, Martin was the first one who even had this, was vocal about this
Of
thought.
it.
Well, I did say, hey, do you want to do a channel together? And
But
you
I
said, yeah.
but I was really enthusiastic. Don't say it like
Yes,
that.
you were like, yes, we need to, yes.
Yeah. And then I had a little typo there. Got a new apartment all by myself. I think I'm gonna draw the floor plan here. I'm having a lot of fun with those. Oh, downtown. It's very downtown.
Oh my gosh.
You're moving out.
Yeah, I packed up Mandy and the pets. Just Fish and Rudy at the time, and then I brought them over to Toronto. Obviously, you helped.
Okay, Carl and the other cat and the other dog joined at some point.
Me move in. We started Rudy at the time, and then I brought them over to Toronto. Obviously, you helped me move in. We started a joint podcast together. I mean, it was already there, but I just joined in because I obviously have to
The Out of Character.
get my hands in everything.
Yeah, so now we got Slushy Noobz, Out of Character, and that's where the story, doesn't end. But that's where we are. Thank you for the journey. Whoa!
Thank you guys for 100,000 subscribers.
Woo! Thank you, everyone. We could not have done it without you. The screen is dark. God bless America, Martin. Do you have anything else to say?
Well, see you in the next one. because the journey continues.
Ooh. All right, bro. Yes. And they, yeah, almost by now multiplied it by 10 with their 1 million. Cool, bro. It was insightful. And yeah, again, information about the Slushy Noobz. Some things that I already knew, some things that I didn't know. Some of you guys were telling me already some things about this. Some were still some a little bit not completely clear to me. But hey, yeah, that was providing a lot of enlightenment in terms of the Slushy Noobz. Cool, and it was entertaining also. And therefore I want to give you this like, Slushy Noobz. There you go.